Hello, everyone. It is me, Tyler, B-Baller Extraordinaire, and your favorite and only Trox on the podcast, welcoming you back to Cosmic Crit. Now, we have had a surprise fan submission challenge in the works that has involved a lot of prep work and design, so we hope you all appreciate it. As the resident basketball guru here on the podcast, it fell to me to announce this not-so-ordinary month for all the Crittermanders out there. But this is indeed March Playable Madness Month. This month's challenge is that I and the other 5 folks on the podcast have made a bracket of our favorite playable Starfinder alien species from Astrozoans to Yosoki, and placed our picks for the most fun to play, most flavorful, and just some of our favorite alien creations from Paizo. Follow the link in our episode description and you'll be led to our online bracket on challenge.com. Make your predictions, and the person who gets the most points will win a Paizo $20 gift card or a gift card to our online store. Our 2 runners-up will also win similar gifts for their valiant efforts. We will be talking about the tournament some more this March, as you will have 4 whole weeks to get your predictions in. Will androids take home the glory? Will Bandrids be a Cinderella story from the vast to win it all this year? Tune in to find out at the end of the month. That's going to do it for this week's announcement. Thanks for sticking with me here, and thanks for downloading this episode. Let's get to it. This is episode 124, and it's called Prison Fake.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Well, I got Pac-Man fever. Pac-Man fever, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to turn off all the lights, eat some power pellets, and go into a ghost-like trance on this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. This is your GM, Pac-Trick, himself here, asking you to throw your quarters up on the glass top, reserve your place in line for our adventure. Joining me and munching on some cherries and strawberries are my 5 friends and your players to my right. She might be Pinky, but she is still gunning you down. It's Rebecca rolling with Zinnia.
Hello.
Across from her, a sidewinder of a ghost in the machine. It's Drew delivering Echo 7.
Waka waka.
To my right, he wishes he was a Binky, but this guy has got Clyde written all over him. It's Tyler dredged up to boss show.
Hey-o.
Across from him, get to the last level and he will start to glitch out. It's Glitzbert playing his Trist.
Boy, I feel like I'm glitching out. By the way, listeners, I apologize in advance for this.
You got the stuffy nose.
I got all the cold stuff going on, but I'm sucking on halls, and we're gonna get through this.
Across the digital table from our sick friend here is smaller than a pack dot, but quicker than a ghost. Oh, why, it's Miles mixing it up with Sprouts.
Good evening.
Hey, guys, how's everyone but Jabert feeling?
Not too bad.
I'm bomb diggity, Rick. I'm bomb diggity.
Oh my God, you're the youngest of us, but that is the oldest reference.
Yes! I have come full circle in myself. Wait. No.
Bomb diggity indeed. Are you guys ready to play some Starfinder?
Yay!
We are dying this week.
I figured we'd have some banter here at the front of the episode, but then Tyler said bomb
I will
diggity.
tell you. I will say something that I had to go through. Maybe this is like a good first world problem. I don't know if you guys are ever bored at work and you're just kind of scrolling through. What I like to do is sometimes when I'm bored at work is I just scroll through board games and like different board games that I want. Well, and when I do that, I just kind of forget the things I purchase, and so by the end of the day, I tallied up. I was like looking at a $250 Kickstarter, and I literally put in all the information for it, and I was just like, wait, and I like snapped out of it for a brilliant moment where I was like, no, don't do this, your wife will kill you.
Yes.
Back away slowly, delete all your personal information.
The good thing about Kickstarters like that, though, is like, well, you have to be angry at Tyler 2 years ago who backed that project.
Exactly.
Tyler now is as angry as you are that this came in.
I keep backing Kickstarters that are $100+ and they're games nobody likes to play except me. So I never play them. So they're the worst. It's not even, I get hit twice. It's like, oh my God, you spent so much money on a game. And I'm like, I know, but the game is really cool. Well, tell me about it. Okay. So it's got like 10-inch miniatures and everyone's asleep immediately. And I'm like, okay, well.
See, I have almost bought
really
about
well.
7 of those games, and then I realized no one in my house will ever play it.
I mean, exactly.
And I will just have it sitting on the shelf.
Before we get too far into the episode, I do want to say I played a whole bunch of a Kickstarter that we backed of a friend of ours, a game developer, Mike Selinker, the Apocrypha card game. Which
I have that as well.
Cool.
I know we might have mentioned it before. He's also the developer of the Pathfinder adventure card game, and they work very similarly, kind of mechanically. But it's kind of like Buffy and Supernatural and like all these other.
Yeah, it's all end of the world,
mixed.
modern urban fantasy stuff.
It's really cool. I had
nice.
a lot of fun playing. We played like 3 or 4 games.
That's cool.
It's pretty good.
I just got the shipping notification for a Kickstarter that I backed that you guys might see on a stream coming up in the next.
I also got that shipping information as well.
What could that be? Well, yeah, a lot of board game talk here, but we should get back to the game at hand, aka Starfinder. Jump into this week's episode, but before we do, gotta find out what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
It was time to roll out of Fort Gallant as fast and loud as we came in. The planetary evacuation was taking place hundreds of miles west in Rio City, and we didn't want to miss our ticket off this swarming rock. We got into a mobile striker and our convoy was off, but we made a pretty target for the fleet ferry that thought it could bring us down. Long story short, we survived at Salvo's and lived to fight another day thanks to Zinnia's quick driving. When we got to Rio City, Commander Najiri had another missing person for us. Some Shirin priest to the north. That means I might get answers to questions about Briar and Andia's location. This looks like another case for Sprouts Marlowe. P.I.
Bum, bum, bum. Did you think you'd be looking for 3 people on this planet, Miles?
Well, he's supposed to be kind of the gumshoe that always has like everything dump on him. So for him, this is like, of course.
Just another first day.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta make it 5th day. This week's episode once again is not starting technically on Susquehanna. It is starting in the psychic mindscape of one certain Shirin soldier named Trest. And Trest, as we see that night as you guys sleep, there is indeed something that is on your mind. You all get an abandoned classroom at a nearby college to set up some cots and get to sleep in here. And the rest of you get glimpses of your own in your restless dreams as to what Trest is envisioning in their sleep. It is the middle of a dry summer many years ago on Susquehanna, and we see the young Shirin child walking up the slope of a mountain. Trest, your parents kind of flank you here as they are donning traditional Hylaxian robes, very similar in the fashion to the settlers, the Shirin settlers, that landed here hundreds of years ago on their exodus from the swarm right after the gap. The bugs here are thick in your face. There's katydids and buzzing flies competing with crickets and bees and the verdant gardens surrounding the temple at the mountaintop.
Not to mention all the Shirin.
And yourself as well, yeah.
and me.
And your parents are there. And in this dream, as you crest the hill, you see it once more, the massive temple, and immediately your vision is obscured by your clawed hands covering your bug eyes. Something about that place frightened you. Something your parents told you about it, and so you remain blinded as your parents guide you inside, refusing to look at the temple itself. And when you are able to open your eyes again inside, you see first thing above you in the center of the temple, a massive crystalline globe that kind of casts light down in every color in a rainbow pattern, refracting off the every corner of the austere place of worship before you. There are a few other religious pilgrims here, several priests and priestesses of Hylax, and one of them spots you as your family walks inside and comes up and kind of like takes a knee next to you, Trest, and says, "You must be Trest. We have heard so much about you, and we hope that we can learn a great deal more. Welcome to Hylax's embrace." The dream ends there as you're awakened by a morning bell in the school's PA system with a sergeant here at the base saying, "First light, get a move on, soldiers." And all of you, as you wake up here, can kind of remember fragments and pieces of the elements that were shared in your dreams. Maybe Sprouts remembers the song of some of the bugs outside the temple, and Zinnia, the way the flies landed on your shoulder walking up the mountainside. But these memories all fade away as you guys awake to the cold, the grim reality of the maybe day that lies ahead of you here, and just kind of like flits out of your memory. But Tress, you can remember this dream very well. You've had many of them of your time on the top of these mountains when you're very young. I would say like a few years old.
Right.
Awesome. So the next thing that happens here, as you guys can gear up, get your armor back on, is Lieutenant Gorham awaits for you outside of this kind of hastily thrown together barracks at the Rio City College. And he takes you in a few hover cars to the outskirts of Rio City, where a grocery store parking lot has been turned into a small vehicle depot for the SDF right off the highway, mainly leading north of the city. He pulls up alongside a battered SDF troop hardtop and says, "It's all fueled up and ready to go. Try not to get destroyed." And then he kind of furrows his brow for a moment and lets out a small smile and says, "The chances are we're not going to be taking this thing off planet, so maybe this is this old gal's final duty ride. Just make sure it's not all of your last rides, got it?"
We'll give it the send-off she deserves.
He transmits a map of the Sator region to your comm units, those of you that have them, and kind of wishes you luck on the mission. And you guys are free to jump in your new ride. It is very similar to the... it's like a smaller version of the vehicle that transported you to Camp Cavalier back in episode 117. It's a large multi-wheeled vehicle, maybe like a couple axles in the back, flatbed covered with a very hard kind of plastic sheeting. 4 people can sit in the truck's cabin, and up to 10 medium-sized creatures can sit on wooden benches in the bed of the truck. Probably where Devasho will be, not gonna lie. Just a big guy. So
They never make these machines as comfortable as I wish they were.
Yeah, but it's got a 6-disc CD changer.
That is nice. I have a entire set of kids' bop music that I have brought along with me. It is a favorite of my children. It reminds me of home.
I'm striking that from the canon. That does not exist in the Starfinder universe.
Well, I was about to say, Zinnia rushes to the driver's seat so she can prevent Devasha from putting that wretched music on.
Oh, no, this is an old school one. It's in the back.
It's in the trunk.
Yeah, you remember that one in the trunk?
I remember those.
Yeah, that was the worst.
No, but yeah, Devasha will he'll climb up in the back, and he'll, if I'm weighing down any one side or the other, he'll look to Zinnia for instruction.
Yeah, I imagine in that first episode you were at like back to the cabin, maybe not to throw the weight off. Zinnia, are you taking the driver's seat once again?
Yeah, Zinnia's taking the wheel.
This is very similar to a lot of the other military vehicles here. It's not going to get much past 50 miles per hour, but you're pretty sure if the highways are going to be similar to what you've seen leading into the region, that you're going to have to be constantly speeding up and slowing down as cars are going to be left on the side of the road and wrecks and things along those lines. From the map, you can see the distance from Rio City up to Linmari, which is just outside of the Jerdos Mountains. It's about 180 miles, so like Commander Najiri said, 4 or 5 hours. Then same amount of time to get back. So you guys are rested up overnight and can go out at first light here. She does say that you have hopefully 2 to 3 days before they're going to be done with the evacuation of the planet. So worst case scenario, there is room in the hard top to pitch your tent, or to put out some bedding so you guys can rest up if need be. Otherwise, it is very cold outside, so probably.
And how much HP did we get back for an overnight rest?
So HP, just one,
one? Okay.
Your level.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I imagine you guys might have, if you need more, make a medicine check or do what you need to the previous day.
Yeah, I don't think I used any spells the previous day, so I can.
Oh, yeah. I just need one.
Yeah, you got it.
I need one as well.
So 6 points. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, and then Tyler, you need something as well.
That is correct.
All right, I'll throw you one too.
He's looking at you, kid.
It's 4 points of health.
That was more than I need.
Okay, great.
Cool.
I'm the greatest.
You guys get your SP or RP back, so we'll set on that.
Yeah.
Right. So what is the mood like? What is traveling with just yourself, just Midnight Squad like? Who's in the front cabin with Zinnia?
I'd be up front, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to help with the map and trying to.
You got a good survival, yeah.
Yeah. Sort of looking at the atlas, suggesting alternate routes if the way is blocked by a downed tree or something.
I welcome your help. Maps were never my specialty.
Yes, this one is a very special map. You see, if you fold it like this, and then you fold it one more time, then you take a pencil and you just rip it in half, and I'm like, now you fold it like. Did I show you a special orienteering trick that I learned? It's not very interesting.
Sprouts hops on top of the shoulder of her seat because he's got 7 survival, so he could probably help with navigating. So he's just kind of taking. Yeah, he's just kind of taking a little
fan pointing in different directions.
Yeah, he's just also just on this little spot of the chair. Because he doesn't take up any room really.
Drew, is Echo 7 hanging out with the Vasho in the back, or is it only large creatures in the trunk?
No, Echo 7's gonna hang out with old Davy back in the back.
Mm-hmm. How are you torturing Devasho on a 4 or 5 hour ride?
So that's the interesting thing. Are we connected to the infosphere at all right now? Could I make a connection to the infosphere?
Normally there would be satellite infosphere coverage everywhere. You actually had a fairly stable connection when you were in Rio City, and now that you're traveling outside of it, about an hour out, it seems like the satellite coverage is down. And from what you've gathered from the information Hadia Najiri gave you is that they took out the swarm, hundreds of satellites when they invaded, and they've had to, reposition a whole bunch just to be able to provide coordination to places like Rio City to help with the evacuation. So out here, you are unfortunately stuck to what you got downloaded on your comm unit or digital device.
Echo's head tilts back and his LED screen eyes go from normal to little X's as if he is pretending to die, and then slumps back over. Devasho, tell me a story.
I hate you, Drew. Okay. Hold on.
Devasho ought to have a lot of practice with this, with 7 kids?
Yeah, are you not ready to tell a story at the drop of a hat,
Come on.
Tyler, in universe?
You do this 7 times a night.
Yes. Did I ever tell you about the story of when my oldest, Gavantes, revealed his Solarian powers to my husband and I?
We've known each other for 3 days. No.
It is hard. I am very proud of this story. I feel like I have told everyone, so I usually ask so I do not bore them.
Maybe right then the vehicle hits a big pothole, and I feel like Devasha would open up maybe like a sliding window from the front to the back and
poke his giant head at it and say, "Just because my skin looks like a giant bruise does not mean I want a bunch of them." He pokes his
Zinnia,
head.
keep it on the road.
Yeah.
Are you insulting my driving? I haven't even rolled yet.
Come on, Rebecca.
We're still parked.
No,
He says it anyway.
No, you guys. I mean, it's a pretty quiet ride. You get up about 60 miles or so, maybe an hour and a half up the road, and at that point, the only thing that has happened is, indeed, you found some cars just kind of ditched on the side of the road. Maybe one of them has been burnt out by a Fleet Fury attack. Yeah, just a couple of instances of slowing down, maybe going around some vehicles. But besides that, fairly smooth sailing. That is until you get to what looks like a larger intersection of the highway, and there's kind of like a pile up. So you have to slow down to a crawl and kind of like wind the hard top through this section here. And it's as you're crawling through this, you get to this underpass. You see a man kind of like running out onto the road and pops up from behind this car, just kind of waving his arms. You see behind him what looks like a human on the ground, covered in bloody clothing by another wrecked car. And as he gets closer, you can hear through the hard top him yelling. He says, "Do you have medical supplies? One of the swarm monsters ripped my friend up. They're bleeding out. Please come quick."
Sense
Can I
motive?
sense motive?
Yeah.
Well, I come
this
quick.
guy for a second.
I mean, please.
Trying to get me out of my car? This is suspicious.
I've played The Last of Us, Patrick. I know how this works.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to roll while someone's dying.
Yeah, sure.
No, I hop out of the car and I go.
Oh.
Anybody else popping out with trysts?
I feel like we can't all pop out, because then if they do jump in the car and drive off,
Yeah, Sprouts is going to kind of stay hidden.
I mean, you can take the keys with you. I don't.
I assume this is one of those sci-fi futures where you don't need keys to operate vehicles. Everything just immediately works when you get in.
Take every vehicle you see on the side of the road. So Tress going out by himself.
No, no. Devasho is a very kind-hearted individual. He would obviously.
Besides that, your sense motive check, you do indeed hear the urgency in this person's voice, and if you do pop your head out, you see someone lying.
Yeah, I'm gonna
still on the ground.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate my shield just in case that the swarm that attacked them are still around.
I'll hand the keys to Sprouts and let him hold on to the vehicle. I'll come out with my med kit to try to help Trust in whatever way I can.
Okay, so those of you who are popping out the vehicle, feel free to make me a perception check. Getting closer.
Well, I'm not even gonna try. I can't beat that.
Woohoo!
We'll hold down the fort inside the car, guys.
I rolled a 26.
You rolled a natural 20, right? Ooh,
Yeah, maybe.
Look at you. So currently, Zinnia, Devasho, Tress, you're going to go try and you guys all have medical experience?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have no medical experience, but I can be a shield, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah, as you get closer to this guy, taking a look at him, make me a sense motive check. Everyone can. Everyone who's out there.
Maybe this one will be better than what I rolled previous.
I believe everyone all the time.
23, Patrick. What do I motive of sense?
So both Zinnia and Devasho, just something seems off about his movements. He does look extremely cold. You notice it looks like maybe his clothes are just kind of like cobbled together, wearing an oversized jacket and things like that. And you see Zinnia sticking out underneath what it's like an oversized scarf here. He's got some ink on him, and you just see the wisp of looks like a black tail and a large bulbous claw with a scorpion tattoo sticking out from this cold weather gear. As he's leading you over, he's like, "Right this way. He's really prunked up pretty bad. I don't know if he's gonna make it." Who wants to roll to get up and try and help this guy?
Hold on. Do I recognize the scorpion tattoo? Is that a culture check or something?
Please do make me a culture check.
Bugganaskinsku says what?
It's a 24.
You haven't been around Susclin too long, but you know that is some kind of prison tattoo from the SQ Correctional Facility, the Scorpion.
Which they warned us would be over here, right?
Yeah, I mean, we know the Scorpion prison's out there.
Who indeed is going to make that medicine check?
I will come over and assess the injuries, but I don't actually have medicine skill.
Oh, I do.
So-
I can help.
Okay.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah, here, I'll aid.
Okay.
Well, as you do get up
Never
to
mind.
him, oh no, a 2 on the dice. As you do get up to him, you see this guy's kind of like eyes like darting over to the other person. They kind of sit up, and the guy behind you says, "Now listen, I know I said we need your help, and that is true." He whips out what looks like a metallic baton and kind of brandishes it at his side. This guy on the ground pulls one out of his jacket as well. He says, "We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that vehicle of yours." We're in initiative mode, everybody. Obviously.
Really?
Obviously.
Oh, who could have thought this?
Yeah, this is
might
why I wanted to
happen?
sense motive.
I know. Badger's like, you want to sense motive on a dying man? Sure. What a guilt trip. He's such a guilt trip.
I
Of
feel
a
so
cheat.
shamed.
Oh, see, I would have had no hesitation.
No hesitation to what? Just like stab him instead of trying to help.
Nope. This is war. War is
All right.
hell.
Let me get your. You've got an Echo 7 and a little sprouts off of the map here currently in the vehicle. You guys click on your characters and let's roll it up.
I'm trying to find mine.
Well, it didn't pop up. Oh, I didn't even roll my damn.
Oh my gosh, is that a decent initiative roll from Devasho? Rolled an 18.
Wow, you beat Xenia. I'm impressed.
I'm the bug.
I don't think that's possible. Actually, beat the operative.
I'm the bug. I'm the mother trucking bug.
Sprouts, do you send something off outside?
From over 30 feet away. Not a ton you can see going on, except when we get into initiative mode, that kind of spoils things, as you guys can plainly see. This guy who's now between you and the your friends is wielding that baton. This art looks like for these guys.
Look like Post Malone.
I have that
That's some
jacket.
swagger.
I have that jacket, but in brown.
Oh no, are you an escaped penitentiary inmate?
Let me show you my scorpion.
All right, we are in initiative turn order, and it looks like, Tyler's Devasho's at the top of the turn order.
I know. This is so exciting, and I'm gonna waste it because of what my character might do. I hate it. I want to just punch this dude in the face, but
Okay, what's your character going to do?
I feel like he would try to use diplomacy in this situation. Because these guys aren't necessarily evil. They're in a bad situation, and they're trying to probably get off planet, and their vehicle's broken down.
Be friends.
I think Devasha would turn to the one closest to him, that is kind of the one that was behind him, after realizing the situation, and say,
Now, our vehicle is big enough to carry both of you. You do not have to try and take it by force. We are simply on a rescue mission. Come with us, and once we have completed our mission, we will take you to the rendezvous point and get you off planet.
and I will roll diplomacy to try and see if we can't negate this whole misunderstanding. Oh my gosh.
What did you get there? That good of a dice roll, Tyler?
Oh man!
I rolled a natural 1, Patrick.
Right. So this the lead guy who led you over here is saying, it's like, wait, we don't got time to mess around with whatever mission you're on. You all can get another vehicle, but we need to get off this planet before the swarm get here.
Okay. Is that a standard action?
I mean, that can be a fairly free action if you want to instead switch up tactics afterwards here.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's 5 foot. Let's do a bit of a steppy do right here.
Okay, stepping back towards your new best friend.
Yeah, my new best friend, and I'm gonna try diplomacy, but instead of rolling a dice, I'm gonna hit him with a shield. This is called tower shield diplomacy.
Okay.
And at least I burnt that one on.
Don't say that, Tyler. No.
I can't possibly roll. Well, I didn't roll much better. I rolled an 8, so 12 altogether. Probably not going to do it.
12 against KAC. These guys don't look to be wearing much in the way of armor. That is a hit.
Oh, see, now I'm going to feel extra bad, especially since I rolled max damage.
you tower shield diplomacy the heck out of him. Giving him a pretty darn big hit. Like maybe like crushing some ribs as your shield kind of like batters into him. He goes coughing and getting the air knocked out of him. Zinnia, we're on to you next. 16 on the initiative turn order. You got this guy. He is still on the ground in front of you, but he has pulled out a weapon. Maybe at the drop of the signal.
So just to be safe, I can tell that he's faking. He's not actually hurt, right?
Yeah. Like as you get up to see him, it looks like a lot of this blood is on the outside of the clothes.
Gotcha. Okay. Also, probably dumb question. Are these guys human?
Yeah.
So I don't need to make a life science check or anything to see what they are.
No, you got a good idea about these so-called humans.
All right.
Stupid skin suits.
They've overrun this planet.
This Strix is used to swarm and insects and bird people, and that's about it. Okay, so I think she is going to pull out her baton.
Right.
Since she didn't have it previously pulled out, does that mean I cannot do a trick attack?
That is correct. It's a move action to pull it out, but probably good to go with the melee attack here as you get a bonus as this guy is prone currently.
Yep. Okay, cool. So I'm going to hit him on the head. It looks like his feet are closest to me, but I'm going to say I'm hitting him on the head with my tactical baton.
So leaning over and giving him a kabonk.
Yeah. Whack. Yeah. It's a 15 to attack.
That's a hit.
All right, that does 4 damage.
Another max damage. So you just lay him out. How dare you mess with medical, emergency medical technicians doing their job?
That's right. We're busy.
Right, next in the turn order is actually going to be these guys. And this one who is slowly getting air back in his lungs, Tyler, calls out and says, "Get up! Kill them all!" And popping out from behind a vehicle off here to the side is just a couple more guys. Some more fun friends.
And y'all wanted to take it easy on them.
A couple of which are just...
I rolled max damage. That's not taking it easy.
Yeah, no, that guy's real messed up. But these two of them are indeed going to run over to Devasho, one over to Zinnia. This guy on the ground is going to stand up in front of Trest, and they all are indeed brandishing either clubs or some batons that look like prison guard issue, and they're gonna make some attacks. Actually think this guy that you have clobbered is gonna try and make a couple against you, Devasho.
That's not nice.
Well,
Hey, I like seeing that number.
I've rolled a 1, and
Thanks,
I've also
buddy.
rolled an 11. These are both misses because you are
I'm rocking a 17
at the
right
minimum
now.
17 right now. Yes.
Yes.
Haven't moved your shield against any of them, but and these other two are going to make one attack each as they run up, just start beating on your chitin.
A statistically better idea.
Oh, no,
and
especially for one of them.
statistically much better as a natural 20.
You love critting.
Yay!
It's your second favorite thing to do.
Tyler,
Wow.
everyone loves critting, Tyler. It's not just a GM thing.
It's fun for everyone.
Well, I'm just saying, statistically, this season, you've done it twice to me and only once to somebody else. So
Good times, yeah. I actually do like Crit and Tyler a lot. Not gonna lie.
Oh. Okay. What's the bad news?
Well, the good news first is we're going to shout out a Patreon subscriber. This one's going other Patrick, aka Clueless. Another shout out to John and Patricio Fabiosa. I think that's me. You guys pulled me back from a brink, and I will never forget that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Other Patrick, aka Cooler Patrick, if you're listening out there, this is me talking, not his shout out. This crit's for you. This crit on Devasho.
I'm glad we could help someone else from the brink, just so Devasho could go to the brink with a crit.
It's 2d4, so I mean it's not crit.
Okay, well, I mean
let's roll those first. Okay.
Oh,
it's
come on!
Damage.
It's a cosmic
garbage!
crit.
Oh,
That's an
no.
absolute garbage roll, Patrick!
It's a cosmic crit, folks. You don't like to see that on your favorite characters here. 2
Why do I
4s
even have stamina points?
on 2d4s. I don't know why you need them. 'Cause
I
that
don't know
is
why!
16 points of bludgeoning damage. Max cosmic crit damage. You don't like to see it. Obviously, Devasho is still up, right?
I mean, sure.
Technically.
If by up you mean he's vomiting on the ground because he got hit so hard.
Hey, you can
Statistically
roll
speaking,
max
he's up.
Yes.
You can roll max damage. I can too. Okay, so that's 4 attacks versus Devasho. I feel like we picked on him enough. Let's go over to our good friend Trest. Let's do an attack on Trest. This one that's just been beat across the head. And a 14 on the dice is going to be a hit. And he's bringing his baton against you for 6 points bludgeoning damage. And Zinnia, this one that's run up from behind the vehicle, looks a little unsure of themselves, but it seems to be following this guy that Devasho's hits orders. 14 on the dice, another hit. Ooh, max damage here too. 8 points of bludgeoning.
Oh no.
Oh, whenever I outnumber your characters, I feel pretty good about this. Unfortunately, that's not going to stay that way for long, I imagine. As Jabert, we are on to Trest.
All right. I'm going to draw my sword as a move action, and then give this guy who just beat me across the chest a parrying blow, and I'm going to slice across the wrist. Ooh. Oh, man. So close.
Nice.
A 7 on the attack.
It wanted to be an 18, but I rolled
saw
over
that.
to that 4. It got messed up on your d6. That is a miss, unfortunately. Any move action?
Drawing the sword was my move.
You had to pull it out. That means we are on to Echo 7 in the back of the vehicle. Right now, that is going to be 30 feet away from where your minis are, just here on the edge of the map.
So it's 30 feet to get to here?
Yes, yeah. So you'd have the double move to get all the way up here. You can just pop off the truck, and you do have range from way back there if you are in a shooting mood, firing.
Yeah. Echo is going to walk over here. I think this is about as far as I can get. Is that right?
No, like it'll take some movement to get off of the truck as well. So,
so is this as far as I can get right here where you have me on the map?
yes, and you're still not even there because, like I said, you're 30 feet back from there. So if you're taking some movement to get off the vehicle, then you're probably not further than 20 feet away from the closest of these villains, these rogues.
Ah, well, perfect. He looks at these guys and says, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me." And on this little trek out, as part of my move action, I'd like to withdraw a Mark 1 frag grenade and throw it right about here.
Oh my, the bombing, the grenading. So go ahead and make that attack roll.
And that's a thrown attack roll, is that right?
Yep. This is your strength plus your strength plus Bab plus your 20 roll on the dice here.
That feels good. Natural 20 for that.
Yeah.
If that matters for a thrown roll.
Yeah, you hit the ground really well. that attack, it just bam. Now, these guys. So obviously, you place it just exactly where you want. All 3 of them are going to have to make a reflex save. We do that now. They are kind of involved. Ooh, I've rolled a 17 and 19 for a couple of them, so they have saved. The the one calling the shots on Devasho though has failed, so it's taken full damage. Go ahead and roll that as a massive explosion rips these downed vehicles apart, and probably these prisoners.
So that is 4 damage.
Okay, so the couple of them that just ran out and attacked Devasho, only taking a couple, as their buddy is taking the brunt of it and goes down immediately.
Yeah,
goes down to the ground.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you.
So even in the odds a little bit here.
And Echo looks at the remaining 2 guys that are setting up and says, "Your move, creep."
Last but not least, Miles, did you roll like a what on the initiative?
Basically 2.
So slow. Yeah, maybe you just weren't expecting this to happen. You are in the cab of the hardtop still, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So same thing, you can pop out at the front of the vehicle. You can probably move to where you are.
Okay.
I should place you guys like on the road here, but you can pop out and move closer if need be.
All right. No, I'm fine, and I am going to take aim at the Post Malone right in front of Devasho.
Alrighty.
And we will see how that goes.
A trick and an attack? Is that what is coming?
Yeah. CR4 or lower?
So yes, a trick, and yes, and a hit on this.
2 points of damage.
Minimum damage. What's the opposite of a cosmic crit? Is a
cosmic flop.
Terrestrial crit, maybe?
A dirt roll. You got a dirt roll. A dirty hit. So another 2 points on this guy as your Elfan is like targeting and scores a hit there. We're back to the top of the turn order with turn 2. Tyler Devasho, I forgot, is at the top of the turn order.
Yay!
One of these guys taken off. A couple of them have taken some damage here. What would you like to do?
Let's see. The guy who was calling the shots, though, he's out of commission. So just got some goons. In no particular order, I'm going to punch the goon that critted me. You know who that is, right?
I'm going to say it's this guy right here.
All right, we're gonna do a return to sender punch.
Don't kill Post Malone, no.
With the solar shield. This one's for you, Post Malone. I rolled a 19 on the dice.
Yes! Oh no!
And another max damage.
Oh, gross.
Suck it, Post Malone.
Ouch. Yeah, you punch the living daylights out of him. His neck is broken.
Deader now.
Yes.
Well, I probably should have done non-lethal there.
No.
I apologize.
Kill him.
I'm so sorry.
Look at all the cameras. No.
He would have been alive, just unconscious, but now very dead.
Let Sarah Ray short him out.
You hear judge, jury, executioner. Xenia is next. Back to you, Rebecca.
I have a quick question. Can I take a guarded step and trick attack?
No. Guard step is a special movement type. So that would provoke if you wanted to move here. But why would you? You got your baton out and you're right within range.
Yeah. All right. I am going to...
You looking for some more flanking capabilities, some opportunities?
I really just wanted to get out of the way so that don't continue to get hit by this guy. But I'm going to attack the guy that I hit before, who is standing right in front of Trest. And I'm going to take my baton to his head. And now that he's standing up, I can more easily aim at his head. So I'm hoping it goes off well.
Sure. I don't want to get too far away from it, though. If you are interested in making an acrobatics to try and tumble away, you can. I can tell you, moving away from a threatened square is it's 15 plus 1.5 the opponent's CR. So it's not like a crazy number. If that's something you're interested in doing.
So by tumbling away, I could avoid an AOO. Is that right?
An arrow.
AOO. Attack of opportunity.
An attack. Yes, if that is something you're interested in doing.
Could do that.
Move at half speed, but
that would mean I have to pull out my gun. Can I do that at the same time? Is that even possible?
Yeah, that is part of a standard. No.
While I'm tumbling, though, that would be very difficult.
You don't have a +1 BAB yet, so you can't do it as part of a move. No.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to just stand where I am since I am at 0 BAB. But I am going to use a trick attack this time, and I'm hitting the guy right next to Trust.
If you want, you can try the tumble after you attack, and then that would force them to move. Let's see how the attack goes first.
Can I still use my trick attack if I do that?
No, I'm sorry, not a trick attack, no.
Right. Okay.
I'm confusing things. Trick attack at all kinds of happens at the same time, so. Ooh.
All right, so CR 8 or lower on the trick attack.
Tricked and hit. Ouch.
Awesome, and hit 16, so that would normally be 1 damage, but with the trick attack, it's 5 total.
Oh, that's useful.
Yay.
Nice little average damage. Okay, so he's still up, unfortunately, but all of them have taken damage at this point, and 2 of them are dead. It's not even halfway through turn 2. They are each going to try and attack their targets, so we've got 1 on Devasho, 1 on Zinnia, and 1 on Trest still. Let's go down the line. Devasho.
Please don't.
Ooh, 14 on the dice. That is gonna be a hit. Is he taking off?
Don't roll max damage.
Guy.
Don't roll max damage. You suck. You suck.
Damage.
You're the worst. You're the worst GM I've ever played with.
That's not true. I love you very much, but
you
could just knock me out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Devasho on the ground. Ow. Attack coming to Zinnia next. Ooh, a 19 on the dice. I'll take that too. He's gonna answer with 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, another hit.
Ouch.
Yeah, she's still up though.
Ouch.
She doesn't go down to just 2 measly attacks like Devasho does.
Oh, she's real close.
Trest attack on you as well. And an 8 on the dice is gonna be a miss. Phew. Wait, no, your KAC is 15.
Yes.
Oh, that's a hit! For some reason, I thought everyone was like 16 and up. I'm thinking of last season.
Yeah.
Okay, D4 coming at you as well. Minimum damage, 5 points.
Okay.
And we are on to Trest. On to Jabert.
All right. I'm going to, let's just say I'm going to cut him twice with a double zinger stab attack.
Double zinger stab attack, one of the most deadly attacks in your arsenal, for sure.
Indeed.
If the dice do agree.
It's a 10 with the -4.
Oh, you're double attacking. That's what's happening.
Oh, double zinger.
A 10 against CAC is a miss.
All right. One more. Here we go.
I believe.
Another 10.
I don't believe that much.
Very consistent.
My belief is waning. 2 misses, unfortunately, as he's like just able to get up his baton to parry those blows back. You got an epic duel of the fates going on over here. Drew, we are back to you with Echo 7. What would you like to do?
Can I do an intimidate check and pull out a weapon as a move action?
Intimidate for the purposes of trying to demoralize them is actually, I think, going to be a standard if memory serves. If you just want to try and yell at them to drop their weapons, I will allow that.
Yeah, that's mostly what I was trying to do. So let me try that. And dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Oh, the 22. Same thing you said last time.
No, I said your move creep last time, didn't I? I don't know.
Okay.
No, you said both of them.
No, you said
there are only so many RoboCop quotes, you guys. There's only so many RoboCop quotes.
Yeah, there's only like 4 movies and terrible TV
plenty of
series.
RoboCop.
Hey, Drew, tell me a story.
I'm giving Drew I'm giving Drew a -2 on that because it's poorly intimidating. They're like, wait, I haven't seen that movie. What's that one about? No, one of them, maybe the closest guy to you that just knocked Devasho out, does indeed look a little uncertain of himself. He's like, He looks down at the supposedly the ringleader here who's orchestrating this little ambush, sees that he is well dead. Maybe hesitates a little with his baton. Are you now going to try and shoot that person?
Yes.
What would you like?
Yes, I am.
That's as close as guy here. Well, killing someone is very intimidating. It's basically the most intimidating thing you can do. Just
Put your weapon down or we'll kill you. Then kills them.
Well, he didn't put his weapon down. He hesitated. That's not putting the weapon down.
That's a sign of maybe.
Oh, this dude just laid out my buddy Devasho. I'm not going to let that stand.
That's true. I don't know why I'm advocating.
I'm with you.
what would you like to do, Drew?
Here we go. We're taking a shot with the hail cannon. That is going to be a 12 on the dice.
Against KAC, that's a hit.
Awesome. 3 points of damage.
All right, doubling up over what damage he had
Actually,
before.
does this hit KAC or EAC?
Casey.
Oh, never mind.
It does both cold and penetrating. So yeah, you blast him with like a shard of ice that rips right through that cold weather gear. It is not rated for hail cannon defense.
And that's only 3 points of damage.
Yep. So he's taken a couple from your grenade blasts, a couple from that. That brings us to Sprouts. Malo.
All right, Sprouts. Shoot at him. CR1 or lower.
Well, they ain't higher than a CR1, so that is a trick.
So I guess he's flat-footed, and he gets 4 additional damage.
Okay, he's real hurt from this. How much is it total?
Rolled a 14 for 3 points damage, so a total of 7.
Oh yeah, definitely a hit. Flat-footed, 7. He is looks like he is about to drop dead any moment. He is now he drops his weapon as he looks real hurt. An intimidating double attack from Echo and Sprouts.
I shouldn't have hesitated, chum.
Maybe you'd have some more hit points left. Turn 3, Tyler Devasho on the ground. Once more, the whispers of your moat as it is dispersed. As you lose consciousness, you hear the apocalypse shard kind of like shatter out, roll across the ground here as you are flitting in between consciousness and unconsciousness. It once more whispers into your ear, just Devasho. What's Devasho doing?
He's dying. I mean, he's gonna stabilize, I guess.
One RP to stabilize, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The whispers maybe sounding better to him.
The whisper this time is like, kill Echo 7. Drop him next. I mean, no, just save yourself.
Okay, I'll listen to that latter part. First part sounded iffy.
Zinnia is next in the turn order.
All right. I need to get away so that I don't continue to get hit.
So is this happening? Are we getting a tumble check?
It's getting desperate. So I don't think I can trick attack, but I want to get as far away as I can. And I think that tumbling is probably the best chance I have. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tumble. Can I tumble into the air?
Yeah, you can fly up. Technically, you are within a couple of these guys' threatened squares. So you will have to roll for both. Is that something Zinnia's willing to do? Do
I know what the DC is?
Well, like I said, it is 15 plus 1.5 their CR. So, I don't want to cheat things. It's at most 1, so 16.
All right, I have a pretty good chance of making it.
I think you have the best acrobatics, right?
Yeah, I have pretty good acrobatics. It's plus 11.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm going to try to tumble away so I can go 15 feet I'm going to go into the air just for fun. So I should do that first, right?
Yeah, go. I mean, feel free to go ahead and roll.
Well, hold on. Before I do anything, can I use my baton on this guy and then tumble out of the way?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So standard first.
Without a trick attack.
Yeah,
right,
go
so
ahead.
standard baton attack on the same guy that was attacking Trust.
Oh, the guy that's attacking Trust. Okay, so switching.
No, I haven't switched. I've been attacking him the whole time. So that's a 14 to attack.
I apologize. Maybe I got that right. Well, if that is the case, that guy is bloodied.
Okay, great. Well, now I've done a 14 attack. Does that hit?
14 is indeed a hit.
So for 3 damage.
Oh, and he is still up, but this
gosh.
guy's looking super weak as well.
All right. Well, I'm going to acrobatics out of the way. Try to save Zinnia as much as I can. So 1 acrobatics check is a 20.
Done. make the other.
And the other is a 23. So
boom! And you're in the air.
It's all good.
And Tress gets to deal with these 2 guys by himself.
Yeah, Trust, take a hit.
Drew, was I the only one who was imagining that as Rivaldi's Gale from Breath of the Wild? Well done. Well done.
I'm disappointed people couldn't see our hand gestures for that one.
Okay, well, it's a good thing you hit this guy. Trest, if you would like to make an attack of opportunity, you can, as this one that Zinnia just beat multiple times amongst his head is going to try and run away from you.
He's just running away.
Peacing out. And technically, at the same time, so is this one that's on top of Dabasha, who doesn't have his weapon anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna give him I'm gonna just throw a non-lethal, try to hit him with the flat of the blade on the back of the head as he's running off.
So we've got a -4 mod to this, but they're not very armored.
I believe. Shouldn't have.
Nope. 6 on the dice is gonna be a miss. Bam. We still got 1 here. Oh, actually no. I guess if this guy sees these 2 running, he's just gonna back up against the car here and throw his weapon down as well and surrender. Looks fairly uninterested in getting Zinnia and Trest messing him up now that his backup is gone. Trest, we are back to you. You've got, I guess technically these guys are going to run further away. The 2 that are running have taken off, maybe 30 feet in different directions, and then start trudging through the snow at a little slower clip. What would Trest do?
So they have
2 have fleet, and there's this one who has seen
right. No, yeah. So they've right. So they have turned around and they're running away. They're not backing away or anything.
2 of them have completely ran, and this one,
right. This one is backing away.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's taking any damage. I thought Zinnia had cracked him 1, but he's a fairly weaker looking human than some of these hard-hitting prisoners.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna ready an action, and if he doesn't drop his weapon.
Oh no, he's dropped his weapon. He's got his hands up.
All right, okay. I say down on your knees, and if he doesn't drop to his knees, I'm gonna give him a non-lethal attack.
No, it's cool, man. I give up. It's a free action. He just drops down. I didn't even like those guys. Just please don't kill me.
Here it is, guys. The NPC of the season, the one we keep coming back to, the bad guy turned good guy. It's gonna be great. It's gonna join the team. It's gonna be awesome.
We can call this combat if you guys want, because I don't think they're gonna have the capability to rally from this. You knock these other 2 guys very, very weak, very low hit points. So unless anybody wants to get murder hobo, this combat is done.
Can I call out to the one that is running to the west to get them to get their butts back over here, or are they just done?
Or else what?
Hang on, I got a quote for this.
Well, or my mother will shoot.
Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
This guy, I think even if you make some pretty high diplomacy checks at this point, is still going to be booking it.
Well, then Sprouts is going to shoot at him.
All right, take a parting shot.
I just don't want them to bring more trouble our way, which I think we're probably going to go looking for trouble in a minute anyway.
That's a CR1, 17 to hit for 7 points of damage.
So I would think we might have a range increment and some things in the way, that is still a hit, and you splatter that guy's brains over the snow-covered plains here.
Time's up.
The other guy sees what happens and just almost starts leaping and bounding, bobbing and weaving. This guy whose Trest has all but captured is like, oh geez, come on, it's cool, man. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Now we are out of combat. Jeez.
Okay, Xenia rushes over to Devasho. Mm-hmm. It's been a day, right? Can I heal deadly wounds?
Yes, you can indeed make that attempt.
I will try.
It is, that's just a standard action, so you can drop your weapons and pull out the med kit as you're pretty darn close here. So,
it's 23. I'm like 2 off.
Who could potentially?
I have medicine.
You won't be able to aid before it comes back up to Devasho's turn, unfortunately, because you murdered someone instead. That means you can just Devasho stay down if you'd like. You're like flitting in and out of consciousness and see Xenia trying to heal you up. Or you can spend an RP and get back to 1.
Can I hit him with the Serum of Healing to save him the RP?
Yes, you can. You actually haven't taken an action. If you want to try and aid Xenia.
I have nothing in medicine. Can I aid?
This one's only going to take a DC 10 to aid.
Oh, right. You can do it, Drew.
If you can hit that, Drew. Yeah, otherwise we'll
save me.
Here.
Somebody save me.
Oh, so close.
Flat roll. It's okay. So, once again, you can, on the next turn, spend that serum or RP, whatever you want to do. Do you want to roll that, Drew?
Yeah, sure. I'll hit him with the serum. 5. I looked at the medicine check and got real excited, but no.
No, 8 was your medicine check. 5 is pretty good. That's more than you can probably get back with that medicine check. All right, so yes, fully out of combat here. This guy's hand is up. It's like, what are you gonna do?
So Sprouts just kind of like hops up and kind of just like pops him across the face and like, what's the big idea, you lug?
Oh, that was adorable. It felt like a pillow. I was just running with those guys. I didn't really know them that well in the joint. The name's Raz Jungat. I'm just doing 10 years on a robbery charge. I didn't hurt no one.
Where you come from?
Scorpion, man, of course. I don't know why they put me up there. I wasn't a violent offender. These guys, though, they were animals. I was just running with them to try to get off planet, and they sneaked into a farmhouse last night and killed some folks. I had nothing to do with it. I was outside.
Yeah. Stop your blubbering. We're not going to kill you yet. Tell me, you said you came from the prison?
Yeah, Scorpion.
Yeah, did you see another Rexolite there? Looks kind of like me.
No, they ain't got no small folk like you there. It's mostly humans.
So what happened over there?
It was crazy. There was this lady led this revolt the other night during the swarm attack, and they were bloodthirsty. There were only a few guards left, and most of the prison cells were empty. But they lit some fires and broke us out. And she was trying to get a big group going with her, but these guys went their own way, and I thought we could might be able to do better in a smaller group. But he looks around at like his dead fellow inmates, and he's like, no, we just want to get off planet. They were gonna just take your idents and your vehicle and try and get back to Rios.
Lady, you say? She legs up to here, blue hair, goes by Render?
No. That was Andia. Andia, of course.
Andia. Where was she coming from?
She got locked up a few months back for hitting an SDF officer, and she's a quiet one. Came to the Scorpion, but immediately she had a crew underneath her, and people following her every word. Those guys, they were always talking about how Suskelin deserved to get attacked and how the swarm should have wiped us all off the map. But man, I didn't hang out with them at all.
Where were they headed?
Like everyone, they're trying to get down to Rio City, get off the planet. The look in her eyes, though, that night when she lit the fires and started the riot, there's fury there. There's something really scared me, and that's why me and these other guys declined her invite to follow her. Whatever her plan was to get off planet, it was a lot worse than what these guys did, just killing some folk and trying to take their money.
Sprouts is kind of satisfied that he's got the answers he needs for kind of Briar, so he kind of just hops back and just looks at Trest and Echo, and he's like, he's all yours.
Well, what are you guys gonna do with me?
We could do this the easy way or the hard way.
Why's that guy quitting movies?
It's his thing. It's just look. We're going to do exactly what we said we were going to do. We're going to get you off planet.
Oh, all right. Are you heading back to Rios now?
Not right now, but you're going to have to come with us, I'm afraid.
I mean, I don't got another choice. I don't think I can make it there in this cold.
Precisely. Precisely. So come along. Your name was again
Raz Jungat.
Raz. Well, Raz, we've got a long drive.
All right. Well, if any of you guys die, then this is your PC now. I hope you enjoy the name that I picked for you.
Sprout shoots him again.
Oh, God. Your character is now starting with a wound. Yeah, anything else you want to do here before you get back in the vehicle?
Anything of these cars around here that we can salvage?
Cars, not a whole lot. I mean, are you poking around them? You want to spend some time there?
I was just going to take a look at the clubs they were using. Anything special about them, or are they just literally clubs?
No, they look like I said, prisoner guard, operative weapons, like a club. So they're worth a few credits. So are you checking these bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
Go ahead. I am going to return to the vehicle and bleed in the back.
Are you burning an RP, Devasha?
Yes.
I would like to burn an RP too. I definitely need that.
Anybody that wants to do that, you can go back to the vehicle. Anybody that wants to search the bodies, go right ahead and make me a perception check.
If I search the bodies, do I have time to make another frag grenade?
That's like a 10-minute thing.
It's a 10-minute rest thing.
I mean, yeah, you'll have time on the ride for sure.
Awesome.
Trest, you find in one of the inmates' pockets, I guess the ringleader that Devasho nearly destroyed in one hit. What kind of like in like a little hidden pocket that seems to be like sewn shut. A bloody cred stick, a fairly old looking kind of Abadar Bank cred stick, and given a readout, a check, it is indeed a pretty hefty amount of credits. It is 500 credits.
Oh,
and that's how we solved the case of the bloody cred stick.
Yeah. Well, I'll throw it in the glove compartment of the truck. We'll make a note of it in my log, so we can make sure to declare it all when we get back to base.
From what Raz told you, these prisoners came upon some Suskeliners, and you can tell like some of them are wearing clothing that is not their own, and the one that was on the ground, the bloody clothing, indeed seems to be like a woman's cut. So putting two to two together, you think they might have indeed robbed a farmhouse.
Yeah, like the guy said. Yeah, robbed them, took some money, and then but this still technically belongs to the Suskelin Defense Force until otherwise notified.
All right, I like that lawful, neutral take on the situation.
That's me.
Great.
Robbing the people of this particular area that is pretty close to where Echo 7 has been living for the last several years. He is angry about that.
Yeah, no, you haven't really had any run-ins with Scorpion prisoners before, but from what he told you, I mean, there might be more out here. There's definitely some more that are headed south towards Rio City, but I mean, maybe they already got there in the night. If they found a vehicle or 2 or 3, then they could be in and among the evacuees that are getting off planet at this moment. So anyway, you guys taking a 10-minute rest, resting up, crafting another grenade.
Yeah, Zenio is going to sit outside of the vehicle while taking her 10-minute rest, such that she can attune her camouflage membrane to this new biome. I assume it's new, or is it still white and red?
I mean, it's mainly still snow. Some of the the
I
soil.
thought farmland maybe would be a little different, but
Yeah, this might be a little a browner soil here that seems to be chemically treated. Indeed, right now it just looks like flat plains of snow, but you can tell. I've actually got a little bit of an area map here off to the side from what you guys can see here on the map. I mean, it's pretty boring, pretty flat and white with snow.
It was really rude. You didn't ask, but they're snow farmers, Rebecca. So I mean,
there are.
They're snow farmers. They
Do they make snow cones?
Yeah, well, they pack snow and then they ship it to planets that don't have a way.
It's one of the many products that you can make with snow. A snow cone.
It has more of a chance of becoming canon than Space Kids Pop. Well, I'll put it that way.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna get one of them in there.
So I am also going to use a healing serum to try to heal myself up a bit.
I can. Well, all right.
Did you already roll it?
I did, but
Yeah.
I am
still down a bit. So
Maybe Devasho hears you doing that, and you see his big, like an arm, like tap on the side, like reach over the side of the truck, and he's like,
Do you maybe have extras of those? I must admit I have seen better days. I feel like we're back at that one city that we almost died in, or that I almost died in. Really?
I do, but I actually have a friend who I think might be more effective.
Yeah. I'll hop in the back. I'll hop in the back, and I'm gonna give you 5 just to start out with. This is like laying on hands, healing hands. How you doing there?
It feels warm. I still have a few scrapes, but
All right.
feels better.
All right. Six more. You good?
"Ooh,
I feel right as rain.
All right.
Although I do feel like I have a lowered amount of reserves.
So I am down by 3, just for the record. But
All right. Would you also like healing?
yeah, I don't know what your like allotment is. How
I
often
have-
can you do this?
I have 3 for the day, so that was 1 right there. So yeah,
I would."
there you go. Super heals.
Wow, that was super duper heals. Wasted a healing serum.
Yeah, no, 8 on the dice.
Yes,
and
that would be 10.
adds your wisdom.
points.
Boy, oh boy, you guys. How have you not had a mystic in your party in any other season?
Very short-sighted
So
of us.
I haven't needed it as much as I have this season.
Meanwhile, while Devasho is resting in the back, Echo's going to tell him a story.
He's trying to get some rest, some sleep, and Echo's like, quoting
Listen to a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting for some food, and up from the ground came a bubbling crude.
Devasho's
Boy, that
unconscious.
is.
I need to spend a resolve point to stabilize Patrick.
Base Hillbillies, canon.
I already think Devasho's gone down as many times as Adros did in 6 books. Is that right? Like,
Well,
fans who have a better memory, how many times did Adros go down in all of Dead Sons? Devasho's
Hey.
at 2.
Hey, this happened to win the first book of the last campaign a lot in
oh yeah,
level
Well,
1.
when you're a large target, you
I
get-
mean, sure. I mean, but you were also an envoy. So
I think it's a Solarian thing to some extent
Yeah.
because Alindra went down a lot. A lot.
That's true.
Let's not forget.
builds
Yeah.
character. You guys get tougher, and you got all this
Right.
experience from beating these guys up.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with a Raz Jungat? Does anybody have any way of restraining him, or what?
Yeah. Do we have binders
You
or
keeping him in the
anything?
cabin with you?
Honestly, it is. I think we should keep him in the back, not in the front, obviously. But
Sprouts has his eyes dead on him, like the entire time,
But
unblinking.
we're all so close to being attacked by a random swarm battalion that could end all of us that I feel like, and this is Drew talking, not Echo 7 talking, that why even bind him? Why let a guy die with his hands tied behind his back? Just keep him away from the weapons, or toss him one if we get attacked. Who knows? We saved his life. He might end up helping us out.
yeah,
He might be one of your next player. I'm just kidding.
and it's gonna be me.
Pretty bad. No, if you guys, I mean, he seems pretty complacent. And if you have some milk of human kindness, whatever race kindness
we have
you
no,
would like.
Yeah, we have no humans in this
You can't,
party, Patrick.
Well, I
The
say
milk of sheer kind.
let's equip this guy with one of those batons off that he had before.
No, I think we need to not equip him with it, but we need to be prepared to equip him with it if we need it.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
can carry.
Yeah,
You got
we'll-
a couple between
We'll
you.
let him know. Just so you are aware, we are prepared to equip you with a baton in case the swarm come at us.
Yeah, if you see a Vorfoma, here is a stick.
Yeah, we will give you a stick and we will expect you to fight back with us.
I can barely take out this giant bug. I didn't even get a hit on him, and you want me to go after a whole bunch of
Yes.
worms?
Don't worry, they will eat me first, and while they are eating me, you can kill them.
That's your big chance.
Your
our-
signal to attack will be the screams of my death.
That's our usual strategy.
Yeah.
It's
So
it's
this
been working
conversation-
so far, but now I'm kind of into it.
This conversation's happening as you're back on the road, and he's he does seem surprised that you're one, not killing him, two, not just leaving them out there to freeze.
Sprouts is giving him like the dead eye the entire time. Like he's like cleaning his gun and just kind of looking at him.
That is a intimidating little houseplant. Just imagine like a houseplant in your living room, just with like a gun, just cleaning it, watching you.
Well, I mean, from his perspective, I mean, he did like down one of his friends, and he takes that thing very seriously. So while he understands the situation, he still doesn't trust this guy.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. It is another hour or so as you guys continue cruising north. Maybe
That gun's real clean.
yeah, over it's been assembled, disassembled multiple times. So you all are having this conversation as you get back in the hardtop. Keep cruising to the north, and it's another hour or so later, maybe 120 miles north of Rio City. You take a bend in the highway and see in the distance what looks like a refueling station, maybe a small little shopping plaza off to the side of, on your side of the road, where a couple of the inter-region highways connect. And you see a single land vehicle parked there near the pumps, its tires slashed, its chassis kind of covered in gouges. And you can tell there are humanoid figures inside. And as soon as they see your vehicle, your SDF vehicle, they immediately lay on the external auditory alarms. Vehicle just starts beeping, and like a distress siren pierces the silence of this quiet, snowy drive. And as you all get closer to the vehicle, you can see, indeed, there is a swarm dredger on the windshield, kind of digging its claws into the plexiglass, nearly through the transparent barrier. What do you guys want to do here?
Run it over with the car.
Yeah.
It is on top of the
It's
vehicle
on top
right
of
now.
another car. We can't do that.
I was at Monster Jam like last weekend, so it's possible.
Well, yeah, but we don't want to kill the people that are inside the vehicle, right?
I mean, I guess you're right.
I mean, even prisoners are better. Not that we know that these are prisoners or not, because we don't. But even prisoners are better than Swarm, in my opinion.
Yeah. Why don't we?
Spring into action. Jump out of the car.
So you want to drive right up to the fueling station and everyone pop on out?
We got a flying character. Zinnia, fly up there and trick attack that fool on the hood of that car.
Yeah, dredgers can't fly. That is an advantage I have over dredgers.
It's true. It does look like this one is almost through the windshield, though. Will you be able to get it in time? The only thing that will be able to determine that is if we make an initiative roll. Because as you guys get closer, get out of your vehicle, you can see that there are a couple more of these little buggers around this vehicle.
I have fastball special, the Razzle Man.
What?
Oh, do you want him to get out of the vehicle with you, Raz?
Something.
As we're pouring out of the vehicle, I'll hand him a baton and just be like,
Just in case we mess up.
Oh no, I want him out here front and center.
Yeah, he needs to prove himself.
That's right.
As you are serving as what we call in the industry bait.
Yeah.
What if we tied him to the back of like my chitinous shell just so that he has my back? That way, like,
he has your back.
Yeah, literally. So if I'm fighting somebody in the front, he can just, if somebody tries to flank me, he can just bonk him.
Tie him with what?
Dude, no, we've got rope. I'm sure we've got rope.
I don't think we do.
Sprouts makes like magic twine.
We killed a bunch of his friends. We could just use their entrails.
Wow,
Oh my
dark,
God.
Drew. Oh my goodness.
That was way over the top.
What did you roll here on initiative, Tyler? I don't see it in the turn order.
I clicked on my token. I'm so sorry. I rolled a 12. I rolled a 12. I'm sorry. I don't know how I messed it up.
Okay. As you guys indeed get closer, I've rolled a 15 on initiative, so they're going to go first, and I don't think any of them can get to you and make an attack. I will double check. This one on top of the vehicle, I think, oh no, I guess a couple of them can get maybe to Trest. One can get to Washo. A couple are going to do that, and one is just going to disappear, and is going to go burrow underneath the ground here, just going right through the asphalt of the fueling station. And they are going to indeed move up to a Devasho and a Trest, and you know these guys' favorite game. They're going to try to attach to you folk. Let's roll that up. First one against Devasho. 16 on the dice. You've got another backpack in addition to Raz.
Or maybe he's burrowing through Raz.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you come here often, Raz? And a 2 for Trest is a failure. Pretty bad failure. It does not attach. So we've got a backpack on Devasho, and at the top of the turn order is Trest. All right, let's see here. I'm going to try to open up the space a little bit. So I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward and then bring my sword down on this one that tried to attach to me. Right, so guarded step and backslash. Yeah, back and slashing. Hey, an 11 to hit. 11 against Casey is not going to do it. One of these days, I'm going to roll in the double digits. Not today, though. Not today. Miles onto Sprouts, and this one is right next to you as well.
So Sprouts is going to just shoot at him.
Okay, point blank, that will provoke, because this one is not attached to a Trest. Is that something you are fine doing?
Might try to scooch back 5 feet.
So that will disallow you the trick attack, but keep you safe for a regular attack.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That is fine. Perfectly fine.
So we'll ignore the trick attack part of this. That's a 9, so that's nothing.
Against the AC is a miss, but Sprouts is safe. Back to, we got Echo 7 next. Drew?
Echo is going to draw his weapon and move a little out of the way just to get a clearer shot at the one that is attached to Devasho. Is that correct? That's what happened?
It is indeed, yeah. He's getting a little bit of cover there from the chitinous plates on his back, but oh boy, they are dangerous when attached, so I would recommend blasting it off your buddy.
Devasho, I'm sorry for shooting you, buddy.
Maybe duck a little.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Single digits all around. Not going to do it here.
Oh, don't like the sound of that.
Tyler, onto Devasho. You've got a hitchhiker. What would you care to do?
I guess we're gonna try to get rid of the hitchhiker.
Try claw mouth, kind of like nipping right at you.
Does the attack trigger my abilities, or it has to be damage?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
The attach does no damage.
That's just wanting to make sure. Let's just do some tower shield diplomacy. I can roll double digits.
Hey, 16 on the dice.
20 hit?
Oh my goodness, that very much is a hit.
Can I not do max damage? Apparently not.
Ooh.
Max damage. 10 points.
All right, you have become accustomed to these things attaching themselves to you, so you're just like banging against your armored hide.
And yeah, this thing is nearly dead. Boy, oh boy, in one hit. Zinnia, we're on to you.
All right. Do I have my pistol out, or can we say that I have my pistol out?
It took you like a turn to get out of the vehicle and get over this far, so you guys can have your weapons out.
Okay, cool. Zinnia is going to fly up into the air 15 feet and shoot with her laser pistol at the dredger that is attached to Trest.
Right? There's none attached to Trest, just Devasho.
Oh, okay.
Please
So it
help me.
didn't successfully attach. Is that right?
He did not.
Yeah, please help
I
me.
rolled a natural 2.
You want me to help you, Tyler?
Please help me.
That's very selfish of you, but I guess I will.
Thank you.
All right, so I am going to, I'm going to take a trick attack and try to shoot the one that is attached to Devasho.
Got it.
So that trick attack does not go off.
Oh no.
We are -5 or lower. Not going to work. And attack of 8.
Oh, some of the lowest rolls you guys have had as
Ooh.
a unit so far.
Very bad.
On
Very
a
bad.
turn, we are back to their turn at the top of turn 2, and you can feel the vibrations underneath your feet, Trest. You can tell one of them is indeed getting ready to pop up, and it's going to go right between a Zinnia and an Echo 7. Get some space.
Zinnia's in the air, just so you know.
Okay. Oh, so if you're flying, then it's Echo 7's party. Let's try making an attach to you, Echo 7. This one just pops out right underneath your feet and pow! Ooh, immediately attaches to Echo 7. 16 on the dice, and this one failing that is going to try and just make a regular bite attack against Trest. This one that could not attach to him. A 7 on the dice, I think, is just a hit. Ooh, so d6 of damage. 7 points of slashing damage from its claw or bite attack, slashing there. And the one that is attached to Devasho, near dead, is going to make that same claw attack against him. A little bit of a bonus. 9 on the dice is gonna do it. With the attach, it gets a +2, so that is a hit against a big shielded bro. sorry, Tyler. I don't know why I rolled another 20. I need a.
Please don't do Please don't do that much damage.
Of 5 points of damage to Devasho. That is their whole turn. Now we've got 3 of them up in the combat. Jabert, we're back to you.
All right, I'm gonna guarded step to sort of put.
You're right on top
That
of
one.
Devasho. Yeah,
Yeah.
right on top of his attached dredger.
Yeah,
Get him
and,
bonus.
I can see that. I can sort of see that Devasho sort of got the shield down there and sort of getting the thing and is about to pry it off.
Oh yeah, he's
Like,
got
pop the head off.
got the shield like guarding him, so you can just like kind of beat your sword against it.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna slide right down the shield and try to cut the thing's head.
With a description like that, a bumfuzzle worthy description. Obviously, the dice will bless you.
Nope.
No.
Well, with
Oh.
flanking, right?
Yeah, with flanking, so a 13 versus Casey.
Sadly, that is a miss against these guys because it is getting that bonus to AC because of the attach. So you're just like hitting his shield, and unfortunately, do not get any dredger in there. Miles, we're back to you. You are clear of the dredgers right now. Sprouts has got some.
All
some
right.
room.
So I'm going to still attack this same dredger that's kind of off on its own
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah, the one that tried to attack Trest.
Right.
All right, trick it up.
And, 14 to attack.
And the trick. Oh boy, trick is off. Goes off. So
So it's flat-footed +2, so it's 6 points of damage.
all right, that's first damage this one has taken, and it turns its attention away, obviously, from Trest. Now sees a little snack, a little vegan snack.
No, like Sprouts like kind of slips down so you can only see the hat, and he looks just right at Post Malone.
Whoa, not me!
Because he's like, I'm only 16 inches tall, so he's gonna see that guy first.
Well, he's going to see the 12-foot tall giant bug, honestly, but I can't attack Tyler with every single.
I mean, you
dredger.
could.
You're completely
Miles,
right,
you're not helping. Miles, you're not helping.
But before I get to do that, Drew gets to go. He's got his own dredger hitchhiker. It is right in the place, Drew, that Sprouts normally sits on your shoulder and just kind of digging its claws in.
Yeah, so Echo is going to take his hail cannon and point it right at the dredger as much as it can.
Angle it over your shoulder.
And we're going to take 2 shots to try to blast this sucker off.
Ooh, yeah, no, you don't have the unwieldy condition on this gun. You can just blast away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Hail cannon.
Here we go. Shot the first.
Oof.
That's not going to do it. That's a
max
7.
damage wasted
7 on the
that
die.
roll. Yeah, no, single digits, I will tell you, are not going to do it.
Oh, really? What a surprise. What a surprise.
You're going to need a little bit more than that. Try that second attack out, though. Burn it. Oh, no. 2 misses.
It looked like
Two
the
big
20.
misses.
There was going to be a 20 there.
Oh, I don't know if you're getting any help before this next turn because Devasho's got his own problems. Tyler, this one is hurt, but Tress was not able to slice it off.
All right. We're going to beat it to death.
Beat it.
Beat it.
The dice will determine if that is true, but oh boy, even if you roll minimum damage at this point, I think you're going to be able to just crush this thing under your body's weight.
All about the hit. Can we get off a hit? No, says the game. You will die.
Another low single digit of 4.
I did roll max damage though.
It would have died.
It would have died.
If that had been a 14 instead of a 4. Xenia, you can see your teammates having some troubles down below you while you safely ascend to a nice dredger-free space above you.
I feel a little bad about it, but gives me a good chance to assess the situation. I see Devasho is having some trouble. He had trouble one time. Echo had trouble twice. Not doing well. So I'm going to turn my attention to the dredger that is attached to Echo and take a stealthy shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Trig attack does not go off.
Oh.
And attack of 10.
10 against EAC is a miss. Oh my goodness.
It's not going well.
Folks, we got through the forced march and the bridge collapse.
But you will not survive your low rolls.
What is happening here?
The rest of this campaign, we're back to turn 3 and they're at the top. They're coming for you. If we didn't arm our good friend Raz, who indeed is going to get right between Devasho and Sprouts and brandish his baton against this warm treasure, is like, no.
It's got -2 on its AC right now.
Well, that for your trig attack, that's only against your attack currently. But it doesn't matter because I rolled 20s. Like, whoa! So let me roll for this NPC and mess it up. Oh,
yeah, that was so close. That was so close.
I'm so mad. I am so mad right now.
Natural toot. It was right next to the 20.
The 20 and the toot are so close together.
All right, now that I've got that.
Wait. I feel like in honor of our new friend.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the first round.
Kaboom!
There we go.
Now that I've gotten that garbage roll out of the way, let me roll for these dredgers who are gonna eat you. Well, first one
makes this hurt.
This one's going to Raz, so this guy's gonna is just gonna try and claw him up. Oh, a 19 on the dice. Great. Bye, Raz. Oh no, 8 points of damage on Raz. Okay, well, it's been real. This NPC has been real to play with, but next is the one attached to Devasho. He's gonna try and claw his ride. I've rolled an 8 on the dice, and that would be a miss if it wasn't attached. That's just a hit. Devasho, you've taken another 7 points of slashing damage. Tyler, how's Devasho doing now?
You know. You know.
You're still up.
Oh, yeah, I'm still up.
Okay, because I'll try to attach to someone else next turn if not. And this one on Echo 7. 13 on the dice. Another hit. Another big hit. Ooh, almost max damage. 8 points, Drew.
Did I take damage from when he attached to me the first time?
No, those are non-damaging. It's just latching its claws into your armor. It's not an attack that does damage. That is their turn, though. Turn 3, Trest. She's still flanking with Devasho.
My luck's gonna turn one of these days. I just know it.
You guys have gotten all the bad rolls at this point, right? There can't be more. Deep
Yay! Got all the bad rolls out.
Yeah.
That was so close to a 1 too.
Super hit. Yeah, no, the 1 is right next to the 19. They're scary bedfellows. How much damage?
7 points of damage.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That is very dead. You knocked this one right off of Devasho. Maybe saving him from another KO. Miles, onto you. You've got Raz blocking your shot right now.
Shoot past him anyway. I'll shoot through his legs. I mean, I'm only 16 inches. Like, I can get through that.
Yeah, no, they're dancing around though. If you want to move, a little bit to the east, you can have an uninterrupted shot.
Nah.
But then if you roll a 1, you probably just shoot Raz and no one would blame you.
It's a CR1. It's a 19
goodness.
for
8
points damage.
That is a trick and obviously a hit. Max damage. That one's dead. Boom. Jeez Louise. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go, and it is the one that is attached to Echo 7. Drew.
We're still going to take 2 shots. Echo's done with this, and, well, we're just going to try it.
Your number's going to come up. It's going to come up. Got it.
Shot the first is going to be a... Ooh, that's a natural toot, kaboom!
Toot. But that's a good thing about making 2 attacks. It's like that one didn't even happen. And now you just got a -4 to this next shot. Ooh, Drew. What'd you get here?
That is a 17.
Now that is including your -4.
It is.
It is attached to you, so it's getting a +4 bonus to its AC from cover, though. That is still a hit against Kate.
Yes! 7 points of damage!
Ooh, that one is bloodied, and Tyler, Devasho is free up here. You see this one attached to your good robot buddy. What's Devasho got here?
Patrick, can you grant me some GM leniency?
For what?
When I got first damaged by that dredger, I forgot to, on my next roll, take my double roll.
Oh, your special ability?
My special ability. Can I take my double roll now, Patrick? Since I was still damaged last turn.
No, I'm not going to laugh.
Okay, fine. That's fine. I'll just hit this guy once then. Rip the brain.
No, the really bad thing is that I think you missed on that attack that you could have rolled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could have. Yep.
Oh, boy. What a shame. No, but in your ear, you do hear what sounds like your Moat laughing at you.
Oh, well, thanks, Moat. Suck it, Moat. 17 to hit.
It doesn't matter when you roll the hits. As previously stated, 17 is going to be a hit, even with its bonus to AC and minimum damage, Tyler?
Yeah, 8 points of damage.
Doesn't matter. It's dead and we're out of combat.
Yeah.
Yay!
It took a lot of stalling, but then all of a sudden it was fish in a barrel.
Raz is looking pretty hurt from this giant claw attack. He's like, did I help you guys?
You were a great shield.
Next time, don't rob anyone or anything.
I didn't rob those people. I was outside. I didn't know what's going on.
Then why were you in prison?
Oh, well, that was like a white-collar crime.
Don't care.
It was more embezzlement than robbery. I did have a gun on me, though, the entire time.
So I guess we should check to see if the people in the truck are what. Okay.
Yeah. As you vanquish the dredgers, a couple gets out of the car that were in there, and you can see that the woman is indeed holding a quiet toddler in a little dress. The man comes up to you and says, "Thank goodness you all showed up when you did. They were about to get us. The name's Katra Nulis. This is my partner Mirial and our daughter Zabika."
Milo's the name. Sprouts Milo.
You guys are part of the 5th Battalion, right? You're dang heroes. Thank you so much. We just escaped from Linmari to the north, and we saw the way things were going there and decided to get out early.
Is your car still operational?
I mean,
your space car.
It's a terrestrial vehicle, so you can tell it's going to need some work to get them back on the road. Tires slashed. The windshield is. You can barely see through it. There's like splintering and cracks.
Yeah.
If you want to go and take a ride with me, jump in the back. We got you.
What? You guys were heading north. Is that right? We're heading south to get off planet.
Would you rather head south with no protection or north with a armed party?
This guy looks at his infant daughter and is like, we can't go back to Linmari. The corporate honcho there's gone crazy. They've locked the fuel reserves and they're stopping employees from leaving. So we barely got out in the middle of the night, and I took the family here looking for fuel, and that's when those bugs found us. But no, I can spend some time and try and get these tires fixed up. I just worry if there's more of them here. But we have a friend down in Rio City that's waiting for us, and they're leaving tonight, so we cannot delay.
Yeah, I'll offer to stand guard while they do their work.
I can help with an engineering check, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it does look like a fueling repair kind of center here, so there's tools around. It's a fairly simple engineering check to change a tire, so most anyone can do it with taking 10 and spending some time.
Echo 7 will entertain the child with Space Peppa Pig, Space PJ Masks, Space Sheriff Callie, whatever they want.
Little girl,
So I don't-
about a minute into that, Drew, it's like, no, thank you.
So I rolled a 12. I do have an engineering kit, if that matters.
If you do want to take a look around the fueling station, you can find some gear as well. That's more than enough, as Katra is going to work on some other tires. So you get them fixed up in less than an hour here if you guys want to spend the time, get the new tires on, get them aligned. And as you are, if you want to spend some time looking around this gas station, you do find some equipment in the form of, you've got 4 high-capacity batteries, a zip stick, and a roll of ion tape. So some supplies, some things you can pick up, at the very least throw in your hard top.
What is a zip stick?
Great question. I think it's like a zip tie, kind of like a restraint. Look that up. That's an Armory page 109. This very kind and wise author of this AP has put in the page of the book where this gear is. The ion tape is on Armory page 105. But I'll get that loot to you guys, because as you fix the tires of the Nulis's vehicle, get them back on the road. Katra is going around, patting you guys on your shoulder, gives your hand a shake. Trest says, "Well, thank you all so much. You all are heroes. I don't know what I can say to pay you all back, what I could do, but I mean, if there's anything I can say to let you all know how much your help means to me, I mean, just let me say this one thing. To be continued."
There it is.
I'm just kidding. That'd be a really weird thing for me to say before riding off in Rio City. I meant to say, welcome to level 2, everyone.
Oh, baby!
About time. Oh my gosh, I feel like we've been through so much.
Woo! 6 or 7. You've been through enough, but I didn't want to get through a couple fights today so we could get to the leveling up. Next week's episode. That is indeed the end of the episode. To be continued. Official.
I have no resolve points.
Oh, well, you got
Again?
him back now.
Yeah, I'm down to 0.
What the fuck, Tyler?
This is timed really well. Well, I had to spend 1 to stabilize, 1 to get SP back, and then I lost all my SP again in this fight. So while you guys were fixing the tire,
I thought we stabilized you by stabbing you with healing serums.
No, that's how you got me to be conscious again.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Resolve point.
I can't remember with all the dying you've been doing.
Yeah, you're a bona fide expert at it.
Next time I'm just going to leave that dredger attached, Drew.
Goodness. We will figure out what happens on level 2 for you guys next week. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for playing with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listeners, thank you for sticking with the adventure. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Have a good week.
Goodbye, friends.
Waka waka.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. This episode has been made possible through a sponsorship with Roll20 and the backing of our Critamanda fans on Patreon. Thanks again and have a great week.